Welcome to Conversations with Body and Mind with myself, Nirvana Lange. Body and Mind is your health and wellness online directory. And coming up in today's conversation, I'll be chatting to Romy Morsner, and she is Romy Reiki. Good morning, Romy. How are you doing?
I'm good. Well, I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. And looking forward to chatting to you about your holistic approach and your healing modalities that you offer. But before we start with that, tell us a little bit about why do this work? Why did you decide to go into an alternative healing spiritual journey and then wanted to help others? What was the reasons for your
So it's always followed me in a way. It's always been in the background. I've always had, I can't explain it. It's always been in the background. It's always sort of followed me as a topic. But what really pushed me into the direction was about 2 years ago, my mom passed away. And I then went to go see a medium, and I just needed closure. I sort of needed closure on her death. And so when I went to go see the medium, I realized that this is something that I could do as well, and it could be a part of my life. So I asked her for some help and where I could grow spiritually. And she sent me to a lady to do a course. And then I just never looked back. It was something that I knew I needed to do and I love and I have a passion for.
Awesome. Yeah, I forgot to unmute. Okay. Awesome. That's wonderful. You know, they say when the pupil is ready, the teacher will come, and then the pupil becomes the teacher. So beautiful. Now you are here. You're doing healing work. You have quite a beautiful approach of the holistic approach with beautiful modalities that you have on offer. Would you like to tell us a little bit more about what you do, what you have to offer, and some of the benefits of that?
Okay, so I'm an intuitive healing practitioner. I work a lot with Reiki, or Reiki energy, universal energy. Yes, I sort of, as an intuitive healing practitioner, I get a lot of uh, insight and information as I do the healing, and it's quite helpful with the information that I receive to guide the person into the right direction so that they can take the right actions going forward so that they can be responsible for looking after themselves and going forward. Then I do color therapy, and color therapy is a wonderful modality to heal, to add into your daily life, to figure out what aspects of your life you need to focus on in order to grow as well. And transpersonal numerology is a wonderful modality to really look deeper and find your aspects of your personality that you can you can balance those aspects of your personality quite nicely. So transpersonal numerology is a little bit different to numerology in the sense that it uses what's it? Sacred geometry, and we all have shadow and predominant features in our numerology. So we can balance the predominant aspects of ourselves with our shadow aspects. Shadow not being bad or negative, but being the balancing factor of our predominant personality features.
Yeah. Yeah, I love numerology. I don't know transformational numerology. and it sounds quite interesting. Is that because you also get the human pin code, which is a completely different numerology as well? Is that similar? Would you say that's similar?
It's quite similar. It's the person who taught it to me was Richard Higgins.
Yeah.
Yes, so it is quite similar to the human pin code, but it's Richard Higgins's way of doing
Yes.
numerology.
Yeah, and there was quite a little bit of a thing about using the term the human the human pin code. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I understand. Yeah, it's quite powerful way of doing the numbers and seeing where we need to bring up certain aspects and reduce certain aspects, and also it looks very good at your relationships and compatibility of the relationships, which is quite powerful in understanding, this is a good business person, but not a good marriage person, that type of thing.
Yes.
So yeah, no, it's really, really good. And it really helps you to understand people on so many different levels. Yeah, and you do home clearings and group meditation facilitation, as well as card readings, yeah?
Yes, I do that as well.
Great.
So the home clearings is just something that I do. I'll come in and I'll do a home clearing if your energy is very heavy or there's negative energy that you feel you're not comfortable in that space. Group meditation, I feel, is something that a lot of people need right now. I think it's something that people sort of are looking for. And meditate. And I always ask someone, "Do you meditate?" And they don't know how. And I've spent a lot of time learning how to meditate and finding ways to meditate. And so, group meditation facilitation, I think, is something that people could really use. Especially now, we could do like Zoom meditations, and also guided meditations, just to find a place of centering the self and finding peace with the mind, just quieting the mind and finding some calmness.
Especially during this time, to detach from all the fear psychology and find the peace, because the less fearful we are, the more we can choose what is right for us in our sovereignty. Yeah.
I agree. Yes. Yeah.
100%. Great. So, Romy, how can people get hold of you? If you can give us your contact details, social media, and anything else.
So anyone who's interested to get in contact with me, they can give me a call or WhatsApp me on my cell phone number, which is 071 361 3495, or they can go onto my webpage, which is www.romysreiki.com, or they can get hold of me on Facebook at Romy's Reiki.
Great. Thank you very much, Romy. You can also go to the Body and Mind website or the Body and Mind blog website, which is bodyandmind.co.za. You can download the Body and Mind Health Directory app on your Apple as well as on your Android Play stores and interact with us that way. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All Romy's links to her page and contact details will be below this interview. And please do subscribe so that you can get notifications, and do share it with people that you think can gain benefit out of these conversations. Great. Thank you very much, Romy. Thank you for sharing your beautiful work with us.
Thank you so much, Nirvana.